So I want to tell you what happened. And welcome to my channel. So this morning I woke up, my hair was kind of all disheveled, and I decided that I was going to do a tea with me with my breakfast tea, and I videotaped it, edited it, put in some nice words and so on of encouragement. And then I looked at it again and it looked so depressing. And I think it's because when I first wake up, sometimes my voice is a little lower. And it sounded like I was depressed. And I wasn't. I was really trying to convey how different I feel now than I did a little while ago, which was depressed, a lot of anxiety. Actually, earlier I had just a touch of anxiety, and then I talked myself out of it because we're expecting a snowstorm, a big snow, and I love snow. I mean, I don't like driving it. Well, I don't mind driving it. I just don't like other drivers. If I was on the road alone, I'd be fine. Anyway, and I talked myself out of it, just saying, don't be silly. We'll just get out and shovel around the car and we'll stay home, whatever. But it would, what I was trying to convey was that through getting angry. I mean, this is the process I went through to get to where I am right now. I got angry at some of the things that were happening to me, things that were not in my control, and I got angry. I got angry, and then I started to logically say to myself, okay, this is the accusation. These are all of my justifications, which I feel totally okay with. I am totally okay with that. So I got to sort of that point. And then I started praying. Actually, I didn't start praying. I mean, I had been praying, but I don't think it was heartfelt prayers. It was more angry prayers. Does that make sense? It was like, God, why, I'm a good person. Why is this happening? And then I'd say my prayers, and it's, I was angry. Instead of being grateful, instead of feeling positive and trying to fight my way through this. And then I started a regiment. It's really weird. January was a weird month. I quit smoking for a week. I quit smoking because I didn't feel well. I didn't feel like going out and buying any. And I said, well, if I can go one day, I can go. And I went for a whole week. And then one day I started up again. For those of you who know, I do smoke. And then I said to myself, you know what? If I could do it for a week, I could do it for good when I'm ready. And I think I will. I'm actually thinking of a specific date. There's a reason for it. And when I do that, I'm hoping, because my grandsons watch this and they, now they're older. I can't hide it from them. I'm the only one in the family who smokes, which is, kind of sad. But anyway, I mean, not sad that I'm the only one, but sad that I'm still smoking. However, doesn't matter. So every morning I was waking up nauseous. Every single morning I was feeling crappy. I was feeling, and I started praying earnestly, and I started meditating, and I started getting busy. So I've changed my routine. And then another thing helped me. one of the things I truly believe in when you're down, when you're feeling bad, is when you have people around you that are negative. God bless Mom, I love her, but she is old fashioned and does have a negative tendency um, to a certain degree. And I also have a couple of friends and that I had been hanging out with that are also a bit negative. So, and I know they don't watch my videos, so we're okay. Um, they wouldn't know who they were anyway. I started watching a video out of the blue. Uh, it's called Van City Van Life because I've always had this dream to live in a RV, a motorhome, and travel. Drive down to the States and hang out with, other people, go to RV parks, travel across Canada. Um, Obviously, I can't live in Ontario in the winter in one of those, but I've always teased my daughter and my grandsons that I want to live in a motorhome, park it at their place during the summer, and in the winter, take off. And, maybe fly home for Christmas for a couple of days, and that's about it. However, so I started watching this guy from Vancouver, very upbeat. I think he's about 43 years old. His name is Chrome, and his channel is Van City Van Life. And he's such an upbeat guy. He's got energy. He's got, um, everything to him is like it's like a whole new world. He opens up his van door and it's like a whole new world. And he's very positive, very upbeat. Likes a lot of the same kind of things I like. And he's Canadian. He is big-hearted, friendly, nice guy. He's got the cutest dog, an English bulldog named Disco. Sweetest thing. And his upbeat, positive, normal sucks and weirdos unite and all of this wonderful, fun stuff, touring around, living in his van. He started off with nothing and started building his van up as funds came along. And just his whole upbeat, his whole attitude in every video was always positive, positive, positive. And that's what I needed. I needed something positive in my life. And that's what helped me. And the more, it's like anything else. It's like a mantra. The things you repeat more and more and more, you believe you're worth it. You believe you're better than that. And then, of course, the other thing I did was get busy. I started cleaning things. I started going through. I think my room being a disaster was just making me crazy. And I probably would sleep better like in a nun's cell with just a chair, a bed, and a table. The things you see in old movies or whatever. And all black and dark, very dark. I sleep like a baby. The less clutter, the better. So I think all of that, when I started getting busy and I started putting things away and I started bringing things downstairs and organizing my room so that it feels like a bedroom, so that it feels like it's organized, even though it's a disorganized organized. In other words, nothing is in its place. It's just all packed and put away. So I started feeling good about myself. The physical activities helps. It helps me. And then getting back into my videos. And then came my little gnome village and the excitement of the spring coming, where I'm going to do some planting and I'm going to have plants outside, and I'm going to, I'd always said we were going to move in the spring, and I said I can't do it now because we have to wait longer, because I did not want that stress. I don't want that added stress in my life. I want things to calm out. Can you see that? I want things to calm down. And I want to feel good about myself again. And I'm starting to feel good about myself again. And I'm starting to craft. And I'm starting to watch crafters. I'm starting to watch people do things that I want to try. Now I'm videotaping again. I didn't want to videotape every day. It seems I am doing that, but I really wanted to sort of take weekends off. But Sundays I'm busy with my boys and we have such fun. And we're having such a good time right now. So, you know, I'm doing this almost every day, and there will be times when I'm going to be skipping through, but I'm going to try and keep these like Tea With Me Tuesdays, to just chat with you, just to whatever's on my mind, whatever happens to come up. And I'm feeling more like myself again. I'm feeling more that calmness, more in control, more energized, more energy. And I think it's the foods that I'm eating. I think it's the vitamins that I'm taking. I think it's watching positive people, keeping positive energy around me. And the other thing that we started doing 3 weeks ago is we started going to Mass every week. And Mom is loving it. Mom has tears in her eyes every time we go. It's like it was missing in her life and she needed it. So my sister-in-law, who is from Mexico, is very Catholic, very religious. And my brother, who has Alzheimer's, loves going with her. And they go every Saturday night at the 5 o'clock Mass, which is great for us because Sundays, I can't always get to Mass on Sundays. So we go to, and we've been going to Mass. And it's been wonderful seeing Mom thoroughly enjoy it, thoroughly enjoy the whole process. And I'm enjoying it. And I'm getting, you know, spiritually connected again. And that's making me feel really good. And that's what's been going on, and that's what's been making me think of positive feelings. And the other thing, besides feeling positive, is my gratitude. I daily do a gratitude of whatever. What I mean is that every day I'm grateful for something. So I always say, today I'm grateful for this. Today I'm grateful for that. Gratitude is like, it like opens up your emotions. Gratitude, it just seems to be the seed for positivity. Because when you're grateful for something, you're positive, you're not negative. When you're grateful, it's uplifting. And that was so important to me. It was so important for me to remember to be grateful. I'm grateful for, at my age, aside from what's been going on this past year with, I think, is stress, I'm in pretty good health. I think that the stress that happened of all the things that happened to us last year, or happened to me, which it just seemed to strike my body. The stress, you know, I think over all of the 60-some years of dealing with stress, my body shut down. It just said, no more. You need to rest. I don't know if I've ever told you this, and I probably have in an old video, but when I lived alone for many, many years, one day every year, I would sleep 24 hours. One day every year. It wasn't any specific day. It was just, I would go to bed, like when I was working, say on a Friday night, I would sleep totally. And this was even before my grandchildren, because I remember doing this when I was younger. I would go to sleep on Friday night, and I would sleep right through until Saturday night. Maybe I would get up to go to the bathroom. Rarely. And that was my body's way, because sleep for me is a way for my body to heal itself. That's something that I get a little bit sick, I'm in bed, and I heal that way. I rest, I sleep as much as I can. And my mom finds that very difficult. Now, I haven't done that for maybe about 2 or 3 years because of mom being with me. It's hard for me to do that. So I think when my body just stressed right out and got sick, I didn't have that. I slept a lot, but, in my mind, I got to get up for mom. I got to do this. I got to do that. So, my body hasn't had a chance to sleep. That's really weird, but that's me. I know my body. I know that's what it is. I'm chatting way longer than I expected to. Oh my gosh, I'm at almost 20 minutes. I am so sorry, guys. I did not plan on having my tea for me and this tea, which is cold. Warm, tepid. So, we're getting back to positivity, gratitude, spirituality. All of those things are affecting me, and all of those things are making me feel wonderful. And I'm hoping this will continue. I know it will continue. I have positive thoughts, and I am grateful for the journey to take me here where I am today. I am grateful for the horrible year that I had, and I have to be grateful for that. For me to not take things for granted, to not overthink things, to not be so hard on myself, and definitely to not feel sorry for myself. And I'm hoping that this year, 2019, is going to be a good year for us. I have a lot of great plans. I've got my balcony. I want to decorate with my plants and my gnome garden. I want to make sure that my Christmas in July series is going to be filled with fun stuff. I have some great ideas. I also will be repeating a lot of things that I did last year that sold well, and I want to continue doing that, and I want to try some new things. So there's a lot of good things going to happen this year. There's a lot of good things, and I am not going to allow myself to be near negativity, because that is a killer. That is a downer. That is something that presses hard on your heart and on your spirit. So with the prayers, I'm doing this. I should be doing it up higher so you can see me. With the prayers and the renewed positive thinking and my gratitude, I'm hoping will lift me and keep me up where I always used to be, which is at a nice, just above normal, happy level, where I was always smiling and always happy to see people instead of feeling sorry for myself. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me on this Tuesday. I am so sorry it's very long. I appreciate each and every one of you. I want to thank you so much for subscribing. And for those of you who are new, I can't imagine anyone being new watching this very long video. But if you are new, I'd appreciate, if you would subscribe, thumbs up, and, hit that bell so that you know when I'm going to have another video come up. Thanks again for joining me, and we'll see you next Tuesday on Tea With Me Tuesday. Bye for now.